Hello everyone, welcome. It's Solomon Chau here. It's October 30th, Thursday. What do we have here? Alright, I woke up, rolled out of bed, and here we are at work. Welcome to my YouTube studios. Solomon, that's not a damn studio, that's your car. Yeah, well, damn. Everything is post-apocalyptic COVID. Super inflated prices of everything, and we're all economically butt fucked, quite literally. What do you do in such a world? As a child, adults making money fascinated me. Okay, so my intent was to be the smartest kid or whatever. Do the best I can, at least. And it turns out that it's all bullshit. It doesn't matter if you're the smartest or dumbest or if you're the laziest. As long as you get your foot in the door in XYZ industry, it's all just about survival. You just survive the day. It doesn't matter if you're the most intelligent person. You basically got your foot in the door, and you just have to survive the little politics that go on every day, and you get your bi-weekly paycheck up until the point there's something catastrophic or a black swan event like a government shutdown, or just generally AI takes over, the technology just starts replacing people, and you're just once again butt fucked. Or if there's a scammer or a grifter or a ransomware, a hacker, or cybercrime coming out from Russia or China, everyone's fucked. And then the government has to start printing more money and step up their game and this and that, or do whatever, and that's what folded. Those are the cards that were played during as time unfolded. Nothing unique here. It's just, damn, that's what actually happened. So October 31st, it's been about almost a month for the government shutdown. People haven't been getting paid, and I am 1099B, a B Corp. And I'm not affected by it, so I'll get paid regardless if I just sat in a room and did nothing. Another perk of working overnight. Most people do not work overnight because they don't want to sacrifice their sleep in lieu of their correct circadian rhythm, and the fact that they have children who go to school in the morning and have to take care of the kids and pack their lunches and steam what is normalcy in the alignment of the earth and the moon's trajectory to maximize the metabolism and the sleep cycles to promote longevity of the human being in general. That is all true. And there's lots of science behind it. Or just look up, in short, Brian Johnson. As for me, I just deem it as generally true. The importance of sleeping at night. Many studies, probably. I don't even care, but I just know this is a fact. Or a superstition on my part, but it generally seems true or feels true enough in my mind, in my own little universe. Hey, I slept at night and I feel good better in the morning than if I were to just sleep randomly and be a night owl and do all this weird shit. Weird internet cafe shit. So it's just another day for me. Today's payday. Hey, today I get to see my paycheck. Not another human being, but not a kid, not my biological child or wife or anything, or girlfriend, but a piece of paper that says I got paid, or now everything's electronic. Like I haven't been before. Again, with the scarcity mindset thing, is this bad that I get joy, I get high, I get my dopamine fix from my paycheck instead of seeing another human face, another person? It's just evolution that people just have less children. They consciously have children, less children, and for society to be more sustainable, and for people to have money in their pockets, knowingly that children can never really pay back what they owe being born into this world. Children are actually quite taxing on their own families, on their parents, and society, the teachers. They can never be worth more than, how much society spends on them, especially with the taxes and everything. Unless you have some kind of outlier child that's just super talented in music and whatever, acting or something. Again, which is an evil industry unto itself. Now it's Netflix instead of Hollywood, a child star of some sort, a Malcolm in the Middle, a Hannah Montana, a Home Alone, a Macaulay Culkin, and a Michael Jackson of some sort. But anyways, I only like deeming what is real in most people. With most people. Is Donald Trump not a real person? Tunes. It's one person, politician in the politician arena, described these kinds of outliers as tunes. And Roger Rabbit, some people are just like tunes in the world. They can't get hurt. They can't get... they don't suffer. This is like really famous people. We're just comical as hell. And, they're just there for like entertainment, and just like, damn, the rest of us are like actual people who suffer in the world, who are just constantly being used and abused as cannon fodder, as NPC characters, non-playable characters that just serve the rest of the population. Our 9 to 5s, the rat race, whatever you want to call it. Perhaps even the shareholders. So how do you one up the system, from the get-go? Just always have stocks and bonds in the S&P 500, blue chip stocks, to a lesser extent, global stocks in Europe, in Asia. I don't do those because the gains are very minimal in comparison to the U.S. stock market, which is surprising. I didn't know until I actually did it, but who knows? But it's generally only like 8% worldwide. In America, the tech industry alone can be like 20-30% in 1 year, as opposed to just a mere 8%, which is the average. Okay. Rich people would just say, oh, it's just another means of diversification. Another ledger, input for something that's diverse, something that's different than whatever you're used to putting it in. So that if shit hits the ceiling fan, you have something else to fall upon to survive, whether it's paying your rent or food or whatever, or just having a general reserve. So what else can you be doing in the world? I don't know. I don't really know. Everyone's fucked unless you're rich and you have options. You're not rich and famous. Who cares? You're not rich and famous. Oh, God. That was from Mad TV back in the 90s. Who cares? You're not rich and famous. Oh, so what is the goal here? Just to get money. It is generally called late-stage capitalism. It is called the primitive capital accumulation phase. This is a very low-tier society we got going on, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, everything is made illegal until they arrest you, so you have to pay court cases, the lawyer profits, the judge, the judicial system, on top of getting paid tax money, public defenders, prosecutors. Well, the prosecutor is more of a private LLC to kind of a thing, or whatever lawyer. I mean, it's all socially engineered for you to get butt fucked, and for them, the higher ups, to make money. Lawyers, judges, whatever, the judicial system, the secretary, the paralegals, for you to get fucked over. A high divorce rate, high sex traffic rate or whatever, being blamed for prostitution or drugs or whatever, is just like human trafficking or with S&P 500 companies, you get blamed for other things. You get fined. Forever chemicals, data breaches, just general like fraud of whatever. It's just like, damn, how do you I'm trying, ask ChatGPT. I don't know. It was just like, say, I don't really want to touch bases with it or even ask it, but it's generally like, most people just are like, fuck this and make a lot of money with no real goal in mind other than to make money. I mean, literally Jesus, you would have to turn to religion to be like, what is the point of life? And it's just like, it's whatever you make of it. Eventually you come down, what it boils down to: procreate, leave your legacy, rinse and repeat, self-preservation of your own physical self, your health, whatever little power or money you have in the world, before someone else tries to cheat you or scam you, which seems to be very popular these days. Now everything's electronical scam or whatever these people do these days. Jesus, just be careful out there. There's people that are wired differently in the head, and they are predators, and they will come after you, whether electronically or physically. You're not safe. You're not safe from these kinds of people, and there's just too many of them. It's projected, 8-9% are just plain wired like this, are just bad people in general. Not all eggs are good. Why is it like this? Again, it's just the numbers, it's just the percentages, and you just have to be careful. And male or female, whatever. It's just neurodiversity. There are predators in the world, and it's just, damn. Hopefully, before you become a victim, how do you watch out for these people? It could even be your own wife trying to get child support money. I mean, it's just crazy. Friend becomes foe, or you just find out the worst enemy is actually yourself. You're gambling, you're addicted to drugs or alcohol, or your child support payments are late because you don't want to do X, Y, and Z because you're too lazy. You know what has to be done, but you're lazy. I know what I gotta do: punch in, clock out, rinse and repeat. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out.